Hey, what's up everybody, it's Clive. So I just got through watching the new, to me anyway, horror movie, The Innkeepers, written and directed by Ty West. So, the other day I was just happened to be looking through movie trailers and I found The Innkeepers, and I was like super excited because directed by the guy who did House of the Devil, which I loved. So I was like really excited about it, and I thought it was going to be coming out, and it is coming out in the theaters, like I guess select theaters in a little bit. It's not quite like released out in the theaters yet, but it is available for streaming online. I found that out tonight, so I got super excited, and I went and watched it. And if you liked House of the Devil, this movie is I would recommend checking it out, because it's very similar to the style where a lot of people didn't like House of the Devil because it's very slow paced, very very slow burn movie. Like it's very just like character development, not much happens, a lot of fake outs, a lot of different things, but it's done in such a way that's very entertaining and still very suspenseful. This movie, The Innkeepers, I would describe, like the best word to describe is just tense. The whole movie throughout is very tense. There's like comical parts, and then there's just, you know, some very serious suspenseful parts, and there are some, you know, creepy dark parts. You know, it's just, there's a lot of different parts to the movie, but it's all very tense. The way he directs it, like you feel like you're on the edge of your seat kind of the whole time, even when it's nothing's happening and it's very, you know, slow and there's nothing going on, just character development. And even when it's funny, something eerie about it, like you just kind of feel like something's gonna happen the whole time, and then nothing happens, you're like, okay, but like even though nothing's happening, it's still very entertaining. This movie, though, I read some reviews on it. People were saying it was really boring and stuff. So like it is, a majority of the movie is very slow and nothing happens. So if you don't like that kind of movie, a lot of modern day like horror audiences they can't sit through that kind of movie. A lot of people I know can't sit through that. They get bored and they don't want to keep up with the movie. But if you like a slow-paced, suspenseful, like it's called suspense, people. That's what it is. It's suspense. You're not gonna have like ghosts popping out at you halfway through the movie. You're not gonna see the creatures, and at the end there's like glimpses of ghosts and stuff. But like, you know, it's not a lot. Like I don't want to give a lot away, but there's not really a lot going on as far as like there's not like big creatures or scary things like that. It's suspense. It's a good suspense thriller. Very well directed, well paced. The movie, like right off the bat, for some reason, I don't want to compare it to The Shining. I want to compare it to The Shining, but like not in a way. Don't go in expecting The Shining, because it's nothing like that at all. But right off the bat, the cinematography in this movie was like beautiful. I was just looking at it, I was like, oh, that's so cool. I love that shot. Right, some of the angles he uses, just the scene and like the whole setting was really cool. For some reason, it reminded me of The Shining, like reminiscent of it. It's nothing like that, so don't go in expecting The Shining. It's nothing like that, but it just reminded me of some of the shots of like the long hallways and like the characters just kind of sitting there doing nothing while the camera angle is kind of like tilted on them, and it's just sort of that kind of dreary, or you know, like kind of angle that makes you think something's going on. It's like that sort of tense camera work, and like the, you know, moving up the hallways and stuff, and like those kind of camera angles, and some of the shots are so cool. There's one shot where she's like the main character, the girl is walking back from the dumpster, and there's like the double shadow cast on the wall. Some of the, if you're intrigued by that at all, and you can like actually stay entertained by pure cinematography and well-written lines and good acting, this is a good movie to check out. If you're not intrigued by that at all, it's going to be boring. You wouldn't like it. A lot of people I can see how wouldn't like this, but right off the bat, I was into it. I was like, oh wow, that's a really cool shot. I love the cinematography. I love what he did with that, and it has that similar kind of feel to House of the Devil, although it's not nearly as like, it's not supposed to be old or anything like that, but it has a similar feel to it. But the movie, like I said before, not much really happens in the movie. There's not much really going. There's a cool ghost backstory. Without giving away too many spoilers or anything like that, there's not really much going on as far as story. Like, there's a woman that killed herself like years back. They start telling the story right away pretty much, but she killed herself like a few years back or whatever, and the hotel's closing down, and they basically start telling this ghost story, and it kind of unravels, and they start getting into it, and they want to film stuff, and they want to record some EVP, and like they just kind of get into, it's just a really good cross between just a good suspense director and a cool ghost story. It makes for a very entertaining movie. This movie is by no means like the best horror movie I've ever seen or anything like that, but it was very well done, very entertaining, on the edge of my seat, just kind of suspense, tense thriller with a very good comparison would be, I think, House of the Devil mixed with wow, what's it called? I can't remember. House of the Devil minus the ending, which was not so great. The ending was okay, but anyway, House of the Devil type style of suspense pacing mixed with Insidious, like kind of ghost story from Insidious, although it's not like it just reminds me of Insidious mixed with House of the Devil. If you liked either of those movies, I would highly recommend checking it out. But yeah, besides getting into some spoilers and everything, like I said, not much really happens, but I really enjoyed it. I would really recommend that you give it a chance. A lot of people are saying it's really boring, but if you like those kind of movies, give it a chance. Tell me what you think. So now I'm going to talk about some spoilers real quick, just like not real big spoilers, not really that much, but just real quick. So if you haven't seen it, stop watching, because it'll give a little away. So all right, hopefully by now you haven't seen it, and you are interested. I mean, you have seen it. Sorry, have seen it, and you've seen the ending and everything. So I'm trying to make this review pretty quick, but it's pretty late, and I literally just got done watching it, and I need to go to bed. So, but the ghost, like the guy that killed himself, I thought that was awesome. Like, I already knew that was coming anyway, but when like the guy goes upstairs, I knew he was gonna kill himself. And but the part where he's like standing behind her on the stairs was so creepy, so cool. And then the main ghost, like when you see her, that reminds me of Insidious. That's what I was talking about. But the ending, the only problem I have with the movie is probably the ending, and I didn't really understand. The girl was like, was she crazy, or was she like going crazy? Did she get, and then the psychic lady, I didn't really understand exactly what was going on there. Someone wants to explain that to me a little better. I'm sure it's probably supposed to be left up to your imagination, but yeah, anyway, that's pretty much all I have to say about the movie. I really enjoyed it. I hope that you guys enjoy it too. I hope if you've seen it, you've enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe.